Hello everyone and welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. I'm your show host, Mohammed, otherwise known as It's Yaku. My tongue was in a tongue twister, but yeah, we are your one-stop news shop for the latest and greatest across gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music. Plus, we are also amplifying voices from those respective fields and having their stories told here on the Impact Play. You can join us when we record the show live over at twitch.tv /the Impact Play and by clicking on that notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live or later on YouTube or even on your favorite podcast platform. Simply search for the Impact Play. So however consumer content, wherever consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can support us over at anchor.fm /the Impact Play /support or via Patreon. Or serve Recruiter above, get the show ad free. Go to Recruiter above, have exclusive access to the post show, the early access, and so much more. Learn more, come on Patreon, support it today at patreon.com /the Impact Play, or even by using Epic credit code the Impact Play. We are Epic partners, so every purchase you make within the Epic store when you use that credit code, do get a commission and a slight kickback. Help support the show for the elevators and no extra cost to you. Once again, that credit code is the Impact Play, and it's all one word and it's not case sensitive. So use it whether you're buying anything in Rocket League, Fortnite, even in Fall Guys, now that it's free to play everywhere. So this is the Impact Play spoiler cast, where episode 186, where we will be reviewing the 6th and final episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, plus your season wrap-up of the series. So stay tuned and enjoy! So before we start, there will be spoilers, hence the name Spoilercast. But this will be a timed exclusive for our Patreon supporters, so they have first dibs on this content and so much more. So if you wanna, I guess, get into this and get all the value that we offer you, you can support us over at Anchor.fm. I'm not Anchor.fm. Patreon.com /the Play. Can't believe I watched that, but nonetheless. Everyone else will be available later on. YouTube.com /the Play, as well as podcast services around the globe. So, I guess let's get into the spoilercast for the episode 6 and the final episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then we'll do the season wrap up later on once we're done reviewing. So we finished that episode, I believe, the other day. I know it's been finished for a while, but we've been just so constantly bashing out content left and right, whether it be youtube.com /the Play, our TikTok account, our TikTok, our YouTube channel, or even our Instagram Reels channel as well. So we've been putting out a whole bunch of amazing content for you to consume free. So you can check that out and let us know your thoughts in the comment section as well. But nonetheless, I guess let's get into it, folks. So we saw the final showdown, but we saw the final showdown of the first season of Obi-Wan Kenobi between Obi-Wan and, of course, his former apprentice, Anakin, aka Darth Vader. So how did it start off? So we saw Obi-Wan Kenobi being overpowered by Darth Vader. And then we saw him, Darth, smashing a whole bunch of rocks into Obi-Wan, and then later on, kind of burying him. So it seemed. So Obi-Wan is able to save himself by using the Force. So and then he just dispersed everything away from him, and then what literally saved him was the visions of Leia, and then it was all the connection with Leia, that he might destroy her, and then she might even suffer later on if he does let Darth Vader get away or win. But nonetheless, we saw him making a comeback and just conquering Darth Vader, doing the same thing that he did to Obi-Wan, and literally, I guess, feeding that back right to him, smashing boulders right into him, and then he ended up slicing his mask off. And then, of course, you know, that relationship that they had, like, oh, you didn't fail. I'm sorry, I failed you, Anakin. You're my friend. And like, no, you didn't fail me. I killed Anakin. So he said, my friend is truly lost. So he went on, and then episode 5. We're gonna discuss that as well briefly. Where at the end of episode 5, we saw the third sister. Uh, Remember that communicator that he was communicating with Leia's adoptive father? Well, she found that. And she found a message about Luke. So, what happened? She went after him. Which didn't make sense when she did that. And then, of course, somebody nearby from the community warned him, like I need to warn you that someone's after you and your boy. And she means business essentially. So they tried to go and escape, and then his wife was like, "No, we're gonna go ahead and fight this thing, and we're gonna take care of this on our own." So they tried to protect him as much as they could. They couldn't. Of course, they were no match for her, for the third sister, and she had her red lightsaber with her too as well. So after, I guess we'll go into this, and then we'll go into Obi-Wan. She used the Force to try to render Luke unconscious as he was running away. And then she couldn't bring... She was literally about to shove the lightsaber right through him, but then she kept on seeing herself. Like, so why would he do this? And then she had the vision of Anakin coming to kill her and her Padawan, co-Padawans, I guess you could say. Like, first and foremost, and Anakin literally killed you, and they all left you. So why the heck would you go back? Would you try and I guess she felt like some form of like she owes him something or loyalty, but then at the same time, if she was feeling loyal, why would you? In the 5th episode, try literally you got close to Darth Vader in order to have your revenge against him for killing your friends. So if you literally tried to kill him yourself, why would you go ahead and try to be loyal to the dark side or the Empire? That doesn't make any sort of sense. I'm like, when I seen that, I'm like, why would he do that? They literally left you, and you're trying to feeling some sort of loyalty. But then again, you literally, I guess, made believe that you were loyal in order just to get close to Anakin and have your revenge. So you tried that didn't work. So he already knew you he knew where your intentions were from the very beginning. So if that's the case, if you didn't succeed, why would you still try to pretend to be loyal? Even though it was all an illusion and a lie. Well, like, that doesn't... 2 and 2 doesn't make any sense. I'm like, what? But, fast forward, Obi-Wan Kenobi had a feeling that Luke was in danger because of, his connection to Leia. He also has the connection to Luke as well. So, we saw that. We saw him going back to that planet, and then, like, where's Luke? Oh, we can't find him. And then that's when we saw their sister carrying Luke in her arms, thinking they literally thought the worst, that he killed him, and she came to, I guess, give him the remains of his body. But nonetheless, and then he was rendered unconscious, so he moved around as he was trying to wake up. So they knew he was all right, and I guess they took him and then I guess went home or what have you. But Obi-Wan stayed with the third sister. And she started crying on her knees, like, "Oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't be able to do it. Da, 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 da. Like, what do I do now? How do I find my way? Da, da, da." And literally, you're not him. So what you do now is up to you. That's essentially what it comes down to. And then, as it was, the episode was ending, Obi-Wan is able to finally connect to his former master. What's his name? I gotta go pull that up now. Like, I have to. Former master. Keegan. Yeah, Keegan. Keegan. So he was finally able to see him. And then the funny note that he made was, "Oh, finally, Master, I can see you." And then he's like, "I've been here all along. It's just you I'm ready to see." And then I guess we saw him on a camel type creature and just walking away as the credits rolled. So I guess it was kind of a nice ending, but I don't know how I feel about it. Like it didn't end on a cliffhanger or nothing. It just ended. So let me see if a season 2 has been greenlit. Okay, so when they originally were writing the script and everything for episode 1, they didn't plan it to be a continued series. So we just have to wait and see if they continue the story or not just continue it as as a season 2, or they might even continue it as maybe a branch of episode like focusing on another character like Leia and Luke growing up. So we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, for the sixth episode, I want to think what rating I want to give it. A solid. No, not a solid. A 3.25. During a quarter star rating out of a 5-star rating for this particular episode. So please keep in mind that this is my personal takes in my review on the sixth and final episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, on this I guess amplifying my opinion here on this platform that is the Impact Play. So you can take this feedback accordingly. I guess you could do it as a guide as you're watching it, or you could just form your completely own opinion, which is fair as well. So everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the season. So we saw Obi-Wan Kenobi. We saw as it begins where he was watching Luke as he was growing up, and then we saw Leia was kidnapped, and then as a means to get to him from their sister, I guess of pleasing Darth Vader, and then I guess the former what do you call them? The former Jedi. Let me see. I gotta look that up. And the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors, which was I guess a good intro to them, but I was hearing different reviews on the show as a whole. I heard that the last episodes were a lot better than the beginning, but for me it was the opposite. Where the beginning, the beginning's episodes were a lot better than the endings, than the last episodes in the series. But as a whole, what do I want to rate it? So literally, that's literally the highlight of this entire series, of the 6-part episode. But there were some, I guess, certain episodes where it was just being mind blown. I guess I'll give it a 4.5-star rating out of a 5-star rating. Like, it was good, and there were certain points where it just was mind blown. I'm like, what? So, a 4.5-star rating out of a 5-star rating for the series in its entirety as a whole. So again, like I said, this is just my review and my take on it. You take it accordingly, and you can even develop your own opinion if you so wish. Use it as a guide if that's what you want. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of this podcast. If you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys think we should do what content you think we should focus on, we should improve, or what other type of feedback you have for us, you have 3 ways: read email, If you have Discord, or we have our special reading month channel on there. You have the second way, which is via email to reademail@theimpactplay.com, or even the third way, where you can send a voice note over at anchor.fm/THEIMPACTPLAY, where it'll be it can be played or read live on the show. And then even if you do send us a voice note, you'll be notified when we do play it live when we do play it on the show. But nonetheless, no, I guess not live on the show. I guess I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how this is gonna work. But since your thoughts on this episode, even what other content we do as well. We do so much more content. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, this will be a Patreon first exclusive for our Golden Cruise and above. Everyone else will be available on a later date on youtube.com/TheImpactPlay, as well as podcast series around the globe. Nonetheless, have a good one, folks, and until next time.